welcome to the Indigenous Ways virtual events. Before we start, I would just want to take the time in acknowledging the traditional landowners and caretakers of this land that we're on in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the Pueblos, and then wherever you are beaming in from. Thank you for your time, synergy, and energy and being with us. I also want to extend acknowledgement from the lands that you are on for the caretakers, the traditional land carers of that area, that we can be here today. So my name is Elena Higgins. I am the co-founder and co-executive director of IndigenousWays. Sitting next to me is Tash, my beautiful other half. So together we have IndigenousWays, which is bridging cultural exchange with people globally. IndigenousWays promotes living in balance for diverse communities through music, arts, outreach, and events. Our vision is to reach Indigenous and LGBTQIA2 communities through outreach with music, the arts, Indigenous wisdom that creates and enhances survival and sustainability. So welcome to our second series of the Indigenous Ways virtual events. This is the first of the Indigenous Ways concert series. So if this is your first time with us, welcome. Thank you for beaming in from wherever you are. If you are watching this from a recording, welcome, or you're listening to it on a podcast, thank you. Thank you for being here. We organize events and festivals because of what is happening in our global climate. We had to change. So the best way in outreach for our communities was to bring it online. So on Wednesdays, we have the wisdom circles, and there we have elders, sires, wisdom keepers, spiritual advisors who come in on a circle, which is very different to this because we all come in together and then share and pray together and hold that circle. What happens if you haven't been to an Indigenous Ways event? We usually come in with the welcome, then followed by an opening prayer because we are in ceremony together. Then we are going to introduce our extraordinary presenter. And then when we finish, we're going to close out in prayer. But I want to also acknowledge all those on the East Coast and West Coast of Turtle Island. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and everyone with what is going on at this moment. One of the things in bringing these circles together is we do this together, that you're not alone.
So Great Spirit, thank you for having us here. We're very, very grateful and blessed to be together during this time. We don't know why this is happening, why the world is in turmoil, why there's so much heartache. But all that we know is the old stories that we people passed down from generations, from long ago. We've had bad things happen, and so many different cultures, and our people just persevere. We just keep going on, and how we come together and we support each other. There's no competition, there's no judging, there's no criticism, there's none of that. All that we are is in the serious time that we have life. We ask for grandmothers and grandfathers and children and families to come together and to bless all the people. We're all blessed people. Thank you.
Great, thank you for that blessing in. If you weren't able to join us on Wednesday, we had Elder Kathy from the San Ildefonso Pueblo bless us with the wisdom keeping of her people, talking about the butterfly medicine. Now, you can find this on our website, IndigenousWays.org, in the virtual events if you haven't seen this video. But one of the things that she was talking about of our importance, particularly at this time, and really tapping into a Mother Earth, being able to share the light with each and every one of us, and many other incredible wisdoms as well that she shared. So she referred to all of us as butterflies, the butterfly vision, the butterfly medicine. And when we were planning our virtual series and looking at a concert series, who would be the best person to kick this off? And we could think of no better person than our guest. You know, I've got to say, Indigenous peoples from Turtle Island, from around the world, the germ warfare is not new to us, but all of us are survivors. From our ancestors that have risen from atrocities. And one of the greatest things that has kept us intact is through laughter. Laughter is an extraordinary medicine. And so when Tash and I were looking at, hey, who would be really wonderful to bring in tonight, we could think of no better person than Ernie Tsosie. Ernie Tsosie is an award-winning actor, comedian. He hails from the Navajo Nation in Window Rock. Tash and Ernie have a long history as rezzers. We wanted to kick this series off with him, especially with what we're going through now, because one of the best medicines, as I was saying before, is laughter. So with that, let's give it up for the one and only Mr. Ernie Tsosie.
All right, thank you. Sit down, crazy folks. Standing ovation right off the bat. Sit down. That's right. My name is Ernest David Tsosie III. That's my IHS name, right? IHS name, right? That's my name there. I have a scientific name too. Check this out. Native Americanus giganticus robusticus former alcoholicus. That's my scientific /AA name. Glad to be here. It's been a long time since I've done some performing, right? So it's always as performers. I want to give a shout out just to all the performers in the world that were out there, you know, sharing their talent online like this. It was awesome. It uplifted me personally as well. And then to the native performers who are doing the same thing. I saw this happening in the mainstream, you know, with these big old musicians, you know, they're mainstream. But once I saw our native people doing that, that was cool, man. You know, all the native comedians, that's who I represent is Native American comedy, you know. I'm wearing a 49 Laughs comedy t-shirt, one of the groups I'm a part of. I want to give a shout out to those guys, my brothers and sisters in comedy all across the whole land, you know, man. It's the gift about comedy, you know, and making people laugh is just an awesome thing that I enjoy doing, you know. And I wasn't always a comedian, you know. Maybe I looked funny, that's about it. But I grew up I was like a shy guy, man, you know. I was introverted, and introverts, right? They're loving this time, man. They don't got to deal with anyone. They love being sheltered in place, you know. I was one of those types of person that was just, I didn't really, I was too shy. I had stage fright, you know. So being here and doing comedy, I actually became something I feared the most, which is a public speaker. So anyway, that's one of my little bit of my backstory there, right? I grew up in the 70s, right? Some of you probably recognize this song here, all the way from the 70s. Those of you who are in this generation, right? That's old school, kids, right? That's old school. Hey, kids, check this out. I'm talking to the youth, right? Millennials. I had no PlayStation. No, I played at the gas station. That's it. All right. So enjoy that technology, kids. You know, it wasn't always awesome. There was no chat snap. You know what I mean? There was no book face. Check this out. That's the iPhone 1, man. So cool. You know what I mean? The only cool thing about this right here is this antenna, right? If you're on the res, you're in the ghetto, man, you can fight off res dogs with this. You know, get that from me, right? It's back scratcher, right? You're sitting out there. Can you imagine you hitchhiking with it on the res, you know? Thunderstorm, it turns into a lightning rod, you know? Why is my hair standing up, you know? But this is how it started, kids. Old school. All right, so enjoy the technology. You know, I was a teenager myself once, and I got a little bit about my family, okay? Check this out. I got 4 kids and 1 wife. I'm really old school. Yeah. And if that wife finds out about those 4 kids, it is over. So just kidding, I'm kidding around, man. Come on. I celebrated 25 years of legitimate marriage, okay, recognized by the state of Arizona. But, you know, Indians, man, I got about 28, 29 years, you know, take it for a test drive the first few years, you know. But so my wife Miranda and I, 25 years, they call that the silver anniversary. And I know why now, because 25 years, your hair starts going silver too, you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at, right? That's why I'm wearing the headband, right? People always ask, hey, Ernie, how come you wear that headband? Well, number one, it holds my thoughts together, okay? Without this, I'm all over the place. Right. Number 2, it holds what hair I have left on my head, okay? Man, those of you who are out there, man, that have long, beautiful, flowing hair, man, appreciate that, man. I used to be one of those, all right? I used to be I used to call myself a Hollywood Indian, right? One of those that just let their hair down. You ever see a native man with his hair down? Oh, man, he loves to let it go, man. He's like, so, right, wherever he's at, he's like, swing it around, you know, anything just to swing it around, you know, like, huh? Somebody called my name? I keep hearing what's going on. That was one time I forgot the bathroom counter was right there, man. I was like, boom, almost knocked myself out. I had a bruise across my head, looked like a hickey, you know what I mean? But those were good old days, you know. As I get older now, I'm starting to appreciate just the fact that I didn't get injured last night while I was sleeping. That's what happens when you get old, man. You wake up with injuries, you know, what the heck? What did I do last night, man? Man, I think I got injured in my dream or something, you know? So appreciate hey kids, man, appreciate your cartilage in your knees, man. That stuff wears out, you know what I mean? I can't just jump off a tailgate anymore. I gotta make sure there's a ground down there first. You know what I'm saying? But that's life, you know, man. It's the circle of life, you know what I mean? And you know, marriage has been cool. Those of you who are married, you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's I compare marriage to walking into a bar, right? The longer you stay in it, the less you remember. That's all I know. I have memories I didn't know they're mine. But you know, it's been cool, man. And I used to drink a lot, man. I've been check it out. I sobered up March 2nd, right? 2002. So I just came out of my 18th birthday. I'm going to my 19th year of sobriety, man. It is awesome.
Right on, Ernie.
Great. Yeah. Man, if I had known how awesome sobriety is, I would have quit when I was 12 years old. You know? When did you start? But yeah, man, it was good. And sometimes, you know, if you're sober, you know, you see things every day that remind you of the past, you know. And one time I was staring at this, you know, in science class, you know, you have the old evolution charts, right? It's got, you know, it's got man, humans, right? Homo sapiens standing straight, right? And way at the end, right, there's a little monkey. He's all hunched over, right? That little monkey. One time I was staring at that chart, right? And I said, you know what? That depicts one night of drinking for me, right? I'd start off as a human, you know, all sober, right? Around by midnight, I'm starting to turn into one of those primates, you know. By closing time, I'm sitting in the bar, man, all ripped. I was like that one monkey on Planet of the Apes, right? Caesar, right? I'd be sitting at the bar. Wife comes looking for me. Hey, Ernie, get home. No, Ernie is home, right? And there was this messed up, you know. So I'm so happy. I don't gotta deal with that no more, man. I don't gotta deal with hangovers. I used to hate hangovers, right? One time, man, I was so hungover, Oh man, I'm reliving the good old the glory days, right? I got sick one morning, man. I was in my restroom. I was like, right? My neighbor's like, hey Ernie, you got a dog? I think it's pretty sick. Yeah, that hound dog. You better take it to the vet. It was me. I was the hound dog. Anyways, a lot of stories like that. Yeah, so I'm in Winter Rock, Arizona, right? That's where I'm at right now. I'm dug in, Red Deer Table, the stronghold, Winter Rock. And we're doing good, man. I want to just wish everyone out there, hope everyone's doing well, man, and holding down the fort, as they say. It's crazy out there, man, It used to be, things that were once important, are the things that were, how am I going to say this? The things that weren't important are now the most important. That's weird how times like this will just switch everything over, man. You know what I mean? I used to think, being out there was cool and awesome, man. Now just being home with the family, that's become my, my energy, man. That's become what keeps me alive, is watching my children and just being with them. I want to give a shout out to all the youth out there, man. Just hang in there, man. Just everything's gonna blow over, and we're gonna be back to living our lives. So the youth, just hang in there. Keep playing your games. Just find time to educate that mind still, man. Some of you are homeschooled now, and that's kind of weird. My wife and I became our teachers. We're teachers. We're substitute teachers, man. My wife, I don't do math or none of that stuff, man. So I'm like the gym teacher. I'm all the easy stuff. That's what I do. But hey, so be it. So we can laugh. Like, man, there's people out there. They're like, instead of ticket scalpers, there's toilet paper scalpers. I'm not kidding you. Yeah, they're out there, man. You know what I mean? They're all shady too, man. They're kind of like this. Check this out. Hold on. I'm getting set up. Okay. Need some toilet paper? Got it right here. Check that out. $1,000. It's yours. Come on. $1,000, nothing. All right. $500. You can do it. Come on. All right. $150. $150. Come on. No? Fine. Forget it. It's crazy out there, man. People out there doing that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But we're stocked up, man, you know what I mean? Newspapers, Navajo Times, good stuff, soft. But keep your joy, man. That's one thing I can say is just keep your joy no matter what, man. You know what I mean? It's because once you lose your joy, man, you kind of lose. You start losing hope, man. And then don't watch the news too often, man. That stuff will bring you down. I found myself dug in front of the TV, checking out all the tolls, and see what's up. And I said, no, I gotta get away from it. I start getting depressed. You know what I mean? So no more, man. I go in and check it in the morning. That's it, man. I'm done. I'm busy. I have to start exercising, right? And those of you who are exercisers, man, you're lucky. You know what I mean? You skinny people, man, you guys got it, man, right? Us chubby folks, man, we don't like to work out, right? I set my alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning, right? 5 a.m. Chubby people will be like, okay, if I want to be skinny, I gotta get up right now. I could go jogging. It's not so bad being chubby. Turn off that alarm, right? Hey, skinny people, we make you look good, right? Skinny people, chubby people, right? You see us, man, you're like, I'm going to the gym right now. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you noticed, but chubby people, we're the reason for global warming. Yeah, that's right. We're always hot, man. We're always sweating. Doesn't matter what. Chubby people are so happy when summer is over, right? Because I see you skinny people, they're all sweaty at the gym, man. You actually look pretty good, man. Right? You look like a fitness commercial, like a Gatorade commercial, sitting there all sweaty. You know what I mean? Chubby people, we look like a diabetes, poster at IHS or something, man. We're suffering, One time I was at Phoenix, right? Hot, sweating it out, man. Right? Sitting there, bus stop, right? Little kid pulls up right next to me, man. right? He goes, sir, don't move. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of the sun. Don't move, sir, please. You're helping me out, right? He's using me for covered parking. Right? So there's some benefits to chubby people. Chubby people, we had more skin. We use more lotion than you skinny people, right? You skinny people, man, you're lucky you can make one of those little hotel lotions last about 3 months. You know what I mean? Well, chubby people, man, we're over at Sam's Club buying a 3-pack of 64 ounces. You know what I mean? So we make the world go around, even though we are round. You know what I mean? But hey, we're all in this together, like they say, right? And we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun, you know. Again, just focus on your family, man. I got my children, you know. I got 4 kids, okay. Oldest one, he's down in Mesa. He's dugging down there with his family, right? He's my firstborn, okay. Now, if you're firstborn, I want to give you an extra fist pump there. Firstborn, you guys are awesome, man. Firstborn make life safer for the siblings behind them. You know what I mean? Man, that's how I learned on that firstborn. You know what I call him? If you're a firstborn, you are a parental experiment. That's right. That's how we learn. I didn't know a baby's role, right? I was taking care of the little one, right? Put him down on the couch. Went to go answer the door, right? Oh. Cha-cha-cha. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mommy's going to punch me in the eye, right? Never did that again, right? I didn't know you're supposed to change their diaper like one every hour, man. His one diaper all day long. He had a full diaper shirt, you know? Poor kid couldn't even walk right. He's all bouncing, you know? I see him to this day, right? I'm like, oh, son, shake my head. Thank you for teaching me how to be a dad, how to be a parent, right? So firstborn, man, you guys are awesome. I got one daughter. She's my pride and joy, right? My daddy's girl. She's the smart one, man. She's UNM, right? She's getting her master's degree in psychology, no less. She's gonna be a counselor one day. I'd get free counseling someday, you know. But she's the smart one. She graduated from her bachelor's degree, right? Cum laude, whatever that means. Some kind of honor, right? To me, that sounds like something you sprinkle on ice cream, you know. Yeah, give me a banana split, put some cum laude on there. You know what I mean? So she's cool, man. She's awesome. She's here back, and of course, all the schools are shut down, so she's back home. It's good to have her around. She really inspires me. You know, she was a youth that went through some hard times as a high school student and all that because of bullying and stuff like that. So I know, man. I know it's tough out there, you know. But after I had 2 older kids, right? After my daughter, we didn't have another child, my wife and I, until 11 years later, right? 11-year age gap, right? We call that the dark ages. Yeah, nothing happening. Yeah. I must have had a good show, man, because my son Piper came along, right? He's 14 years old, man. This guy is the athlete, man. He is the ball player, right? My dad, Ernie Tsosie Jr., was a res ball superstar, right? He had the famous Tsosie hook from the corner, man. His court name was Hot Shot. That's how awesome it was, right? But they say talent skips a generation. You ever hear that? It's true for me, man. That athletic talent skipped me, went to my son Piper. My son didn't, because me, Ernie, and sports do not mix. That's like wheat fried bread, right? Should not exist. Ernie and sports, that's an oxymoron, man. Right? Those of you who are sports, like the first time I tried out for sports, Chinley, Arizona, right? Wildcats, right? Wrestling, right? If you're Chubby Nation, don't go out for wrestling. First thing they do is slap you into a skin-tight uniform. That's called a singlet. See your whole nice, perfect body just exposed, right, man? I took on this guy from Tuba City, man. Tuba City Warrior, right? Man, right? The thing is, right? Black and yellow stripes was our uniform colors, right? I did not look like a wildcat out there, right? I looked like a bumblebee out there on the mat, man. Right? Confused. Like, hey, coach, I thought they were the wildcats, not the bumblebees. And I was like, come on. That was my first time in sports, man, right? Check it out. High school record still holds to this day, man. Give me a round of applause. Round of applause, man. Hold a record. Here, okay, if you're gonna do it, I'm going to do it for myself. Hold on. That's right. High school record still holds to this day. Fastest log ever. This guy slammed me in about 1.2 seconds, man. Did some kind of John Wick move. I just saw the gym lights go by, right? I landed on the deck hard, man. All you heard out of me was, yeah, right? That's what comes out of Native Americans when they hit the deck, right? Yeah. Sounds like a sick Bigfoot, right? Right? Because I watch TV, man. When the white falls down, right? Latino guys like Odele, whatever, you know. But Indians, man, yeah. And that was the first time that happened to me, man. It reminded me of Vincent Craig, the late great Vincent Craig, right? Good friend of mine, passed away a few years ago. But he had this bit in his comedy, man, about that noise, man. Not only us Indians come up with that, you know. And it's true, man. I found out it was true that day. The next time I found out that was true, I was a lot of people don't believe this, man, but I used to be a rodeo cowboy. I can tell by your silence you don't believe me. Yeah, rodeo cowboy. I'll tell you about my last rodeo, okay? When I was a kid, I used to join I had an uncle, my Uncle Leo, man. He was a rodeo family, you know. I used to have my cousin Leo Jr., you know, we're like this, you know. And so I got into rodeo. We go every weekend to these rodeos. It was called the IJRA, right? Indian Junior Rodeo Association. When you grow up, that stands for I Just Run Around. Anyway, Indian Junior Rodeo Association, right? I was late to the rodeo. This was my last ride. This was my cowboy walks away, right? I got there. My uncle's like, "Hey, man, hurry up, man! You're late. They're calling your name." So I said, "Okay. Where's my horse? Where's my horse?" Right? I used to borrow my Uncle Leo's horse, right? His name was Storm. My horse, not my uncle. Right? Storm. Storm was my kind of horse, right? Slow, right? Me and Storm. Right? I was like, "Hey, Uncle, where's Storm at?" He's like, "Oh, Storm's sick. We left him at home. Use my horse," my uncle told me, right? His horse was a calf roping horse. Thoroughbred, fast, man, right? I was afraid of that horse. It was too fast for me. I was like, "Hello, Ernie Tsosie in there. Hurry up, get on the horse." I got on that horse, man. You know, I was okay. Right? Bull riding, right? Nah, more dangerous. I was a goat tire. Hey, don't laugh, man. Those goats, they got trouble, right? Scratch me, gotta go to IHS, right? So what it is, if you don't know goat tying, they have a goat tied at the end of the arena, right? You run down there on your horse. You get off like a cat roper, run down that rope, you slam that goat, you tie him up, boom, right? So I was on my way, man. I didn't do nothing. That horse saw that goat, he took off. I got whiplashed out the gate. My hat flew off. All you saw was this, right? And that horse was down at that arena at the fast. I mean, boom, right? That horse stopped on a dime. Shh, right? Ernie kept going. That's right. I flew past the goat, man. Right, the goat watched me go by. Right? Where are you going? I'm over here. Second time in my life, landed on the deck again, right? Yeah. This time my fart shot with it, right? That was it, man. That's it. That was it. No more. That's it. No, I gave up rodeo that day, man, and haven't looked back since. You know, these are things. This is life, man. You know what I mean? There's things we experience, awkward moments, embarrassing moments. We all have them. That's the good stuff in life, man. Appreciate your embarrassing moments, right? We've all walked into a clear glass at the mall, and left your greasy face on there. You know what I mean? Like, how many of you ever walked into the wrong restroom? Right? That's embarrassing. We've all done it. Come on, man. We're healing. You know what I mean? Public restrooms. Things I hate about the public restrooms. Right? Number one, I hate it when that lock is broken. You ever had that happen to you? You get in there, right? You got to be your own lock. You're holding the door yourself, right? Anyone can just push their way in. Right? You're sitting there a little nervous. You hear somebody walk in. Mm-hmm. That means, right? Some of you are traditional. You're like, oh, right? Hello. Like, I'm not a hoe. You're a hoe. What? That's not what I meant. Right? What's worse than a broken lock? When that crack is too wide. Don't you hate that? Have you ever made eye contact with that thing? That's just weird, man. Sometimes big old blue eyes looking at me, man. Say, move along, move along. Right? What are you doing? Look at that. You're like, hey, if it's one of your relatives, you're walking right up to that crutch. Hey, what's going on there? You want to be here? Come on. So, man, I hate it when that toilet paper roll is too low, man. Right? It's way down there. You gotta give some kind of MMA maneuver to get to it. You know, usually it's tight, right? It's stuck. Right? You start breaking off a little. You're like, what the heck is this? Instead of throwing at your feet, right? Things are drying real fast. You know what I mean? Public restrooms, man. I hate them. But so be it. One time, check this out, man. One of my most embarrassing moments in my life. Okay, it happened in a public restroom. Right. I usually when I go in there, I usually go to the big stall. Right. Walmart's got that metal bar. Right. That's the only time I feel like a PBR bull rider, man. Right. It's got that bar. Like, hey, boys. That's right. Anytime I feel like Cody Jesus, man. You know what I mean? So one time, man, it was an emergency, right? You know when it's an emergency, man, because you're already unbuckling before you're even in there, right? Excuse me. Murphy's Law. Somebody always wants to shake your hand in that moment, right? Hey, Ernie, yeah, get away from me, man. You know, get those kids out of here, right? I get into the restroom straight for the big stall, right? Boom. I go, man. I'm going for it. I kick that door, right? That door hits the wall, slams shut behind me, right? I wasn't the only one in there. Some guy was already sitting there, beat me to it, right? I was in there with another man. I was, oh, shoot. Sorry, right? It was a soldier, right? Serviceman, right? Sitting there, uniform on, right? Or half on. And I was, sorry, man, sorry. And he was cool, right? He was like, it's all right, bro, I understand. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay, well, in that case, thank you for your service. That's it, man. That's life, you know what I'm saying? And I love Native America, man. I love being a comedian. I love doing shows for our Native people, you know what I mean? One thing I found cool, all my travels, I've been all over. And one thing I really like is certain Native names just sound cool. Certain Native names make great adjectives, you know? My favorite one is Menominee, right? Just flows off your tongue. Menominee, right? Try it. Menominee, right? They should say that instead of yeah, exactly, right? Instead of Geronimo, right? When you jump out of airplane, they should say Menominee. Some names sound sexy. You know what I mean? Ojibwe. That's like French, man. That's like right? Ojibwe. You know what I mean? Hey, what is she? She's acting fox. Some names sound tough, man, right? Whole chunk, right? Chunk. Apache, right? Hey, you go to fight something? How was it? It was a whole chunk, man. Awesome. Hey, Native woman out there. I love you guys. Right? My wife's one of those Native women. Keep it real, man. Keep it rezzed, right? There's some things that don't belong on the res. Bring it from the big cities, right? One of them is lingerie, right? It comes from that one place. Victoria's Secret, Yazzie, whatever her name is, you know what I mean? Lingerie. You know what that is? That's French. You gotta say it too, like your blood sugar's low, right? Lingerie. Like you're about to pass out, you know what I mean? But us Indians, right? We see stuff, we read it phonically. So you go to Dillard's, wherever, hey, give me one of those lingeries. You guys like, lingerie. No, it says lingerie. Just give me one, right? I only have enough for one, right? Can I put it on layaway? Never mind. Just give it to me one, right? That stuff is too delicate for the res, man. You know, it's not gonna last, right? Your husband's pipe fitter hands are just gonna shred it all up, man, right? They're gonna be like, check it out, honey. Hey, don't touch it. Come on, you put her running there. Look at that. I just got one. Come on. Pretend I'm in the museum. Look at it. Don't touch it. All right. Ladies, man, keep the res, man, right? That stuff don't belong on the res. nothing more romantic than a woman in a diabetes t-shirt, man, right? 2 eggs, right? That's romantic right there, right? Back in the 70s, right? My mom called her, and you know what a lingerie is? It's a pajamas. That's all it is, pajamas. In the 70s, my mom called her pajamas, right? Her lingerie, she called it a nightgown. I don't know, nightgown. When night comes, it's gone, I guess, whatever. I don't know. Just keep it real, ladies, right? And wives, hey, man, all right? My wife, my daughter, they love HBAs, health and beauty aids, right? Lotions and potions, creams and dreams, right? There's one called the rejuvenating face mask. Goes on right before bedtime, right? Hey, ladies, if you wear the mask on, give us husbands, us boyfriends, a warning text, okay? Honey, I have on the mask. Send. Don't just let us show up at home and stand at the end of the hallway looking like Friday the 13th, man. You know what I mean? Looking like Johnny, looking like an Apache Brown dancer or something, man. Right, man? Your hair was a bundle like a dead crow to me, you know? Us men, we're easy, man, right? Lotion. Hey, give me some lotion. What kind? Lotion. Starts with the L, ends with the N. Ladies, moisturizer. There's not just one moisturizer, too. Men, if you're going to moisturizer, make sure you get details, brand, size, flavor, whatever. You know what I mean? I got to Target a whole wall of moisturizers, right? I was overwhelmed, man. I was like, the heck? Moisturizer for greasy skin, moisturizer for sensitive skin, moisturizer for a combination of these skins. Where's the moisturizer for skinwalkers? Huh? I don't know. That's what I learned about being married, man. Is you gotta do things, man. You know, for your love, things that you normally don't do, and I have to go and find some moisturizer. You know, and I go in the shower. I don't know what's up with these products, man, but they're putting all the fruits and vegetables are getting into the creams and dreams, man. I'm taking a shower. I'm looking at all these lotions and potions. I start reading them, right? We got a cherry body wash there. You know, we got cucumbers and cream and that one. We got almonds and cherries over here. Right, man, and as men too, right? We start thinking, I wonder if it smells like that, right? So we'll crack it open. Oh yeah, that smells like oranges, right? You know, men thinking, right? I wonder if it tastes like those things. Right? So I'm going down the list. You know, oh yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. Right? I'm good. I ain't in the shower. You guys go ahead, man. I'm full. In closing, hey, I want to say, man, we are resilient, right? We'll remain resilient. You know what? One of the most resilient creatures out there is the Native American res dog, right? They are tough, man. And res dogs are underappreciated, right? When you're at your res, you see them come if you're in the parking lot eating your chicken, and they'll come right up, man, and they'll just sit there, man. They got persistence, man. They don't give up, right? They got stick-to-itiveness. I'll be eating my chicken, right? You know, res dog pull up. What do we say? Get out of here, res dog, right? That res dog is like looking up at you like, hey, I'm not going anywhere. I got nothing to lose. Come on, man. Throw me one of those chickens. Look at you. You're just chubby. Come on. Get you on a guilt trip. Like, all right, there it ain't going, right? And res dogs are tough, man, right? True story. I saw a res dog get run over twice right in front of me, man, right? 2 cars, boom, right? First one hit him, boom, right? I was like, oh, right, turning to slow motion, right? Oh, right? Like a res dog pinata, just different color hair, right? I was like, oh no, puppy, no, right? Second car, hit this guy, man, right? And this is the song that came on right here, man. Check it out. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Puppy. I thought that dog was dead, man. You know what I mean? That res dog was not dead. 2 cars, boom. He was mad. He was like, right, man? He was so mad. He raised his paw at those cars. Come on. From that day on, I said, oh my yeah, man, res dogs are awesome. Man, they're like superheroes, man. So go home, give Puppy a hug, man. He's been social distance his whole life. Be more like a res dog, man. Hey, everyone, keep it up, man. Keep your joy. The joy of the Lord is your strength. That's what my Bible tells me, man. Happy heart is medicine for the soul, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones, right? This thing is trying to crush us, man. Our spirits, no way. Man, we've been here before, like Lena said, we've been in these positions as Native people. We're going to go, man. We're going forward. There's no direction but ahead. Full steam ahead. So keep it real, man. Ernie Tsosie, hope you enjoyed that. Keep laughing, keep being Native, man. Keep cracking up, keep shaking and baking, jiggling and wiggling. Ernie Tsosie.
Woohoo! Let's give it up for Ernie Tsosie! Right on! Awesome. Thank you, Ernie. Really awesome, mate. Thank you. As we said, laughter is one of the bestest medicines out.
Right.
And yeah, Ernie, man. Yeah. And if you've just come in, thank you so much for coming in. You've just witnessed the beautiful Ernie Tsosie all the way from the Navajo Nation, award-winning comedian, movie star. Thank you so much, Ernie, for kicking our series off with the concert series. Thank you. If you've just popped in on the screen and you've been witnessing, that was Ernie Tsosie. You can check him out on the website. His website, be sure to support him. Where you are at this moment is the Indigenous Ways virtual events. We are in the Indigenous Ways concert series. So we're very honored that you have blessed us with your synergy and energy and being with us this evening. As I was saying at the beginning, there's no better person than Ernie to kick us off. I also want to give a big shout out to our interpreter, Kat, in making access available for our deaf and hard of hearing communities. And then on the screen as well, we've got Tash, who is also interpreting. So thank you, our interpreters, our ASL interpreters, to make that possible. So,
Can I say one
yeah,
thing?
please, Ernie.
I want to acknowledge my littlest one, right? He's 8 years old. I named him Courage 8 years ago, right? And I know why, because we are in some crazy times, man. Right? I want to give it up to the youth, man. You guys inspire me. Like my son Courage, he inspires me. He's 8 years old, but his life and his enthusiasm for life is just awesome, man. He inspires me, and every time I see him, he's a reminder that I got to be, courageous for my family, as a Native man, as my leader of my family, of our tribes out there, So the little ones can really fill you with enthusiasm and with courage as well. So I love my son Courage. We call him the last of the Mohicans, man. He's the last one, but he's a wonderful boy, and I just love him to death. And I just want to acknowledge him before I sign off totally. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ernie. Thank you, Courage, and being with us tonight. Go through this. So where you are at this moment is we're at the Indigenous series. It's a free event, Wednesdays and Saturdays, if you're in the time zone here. So these are the Zoom addresses if you want to join us. Again, thank you to our sponsors in making this possible: First Nations Fund, the Santa Fe City Arts Commission, the National Endowments of the Arts, and New Mexico Arts. On Wednesday coming up, we've got the beautiful James Woodenlegs. He is a deaf spiritual advisor from the Lame Deer Mountain in Montana. So he'll be blessing us 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on the Wisdom Circle Zoom event, which is very different from the Saturday concert event. And next Saturday, which will be the 11th, we've got the beautiful Lila June, who will be blessing us with her wisdom and also her music. So please be sure to tune in then. If you want to support us, we have the PayPal. I'm going to pop that in the chat box. And then also, these are our electronic sites. So if you're a Facebook person, please like us. We've got Twitter, our Instagram, YouTube, and also our SoundCloud. If you want to find out more about those, you can. Thank you again in joining us and making this possible. And what I'm going to do too, I've got I feel like an octopus here because there's things going. We're actually new to this. So thank you for your patience with us as we navigate through this together, not only with our electronics and trying to sort that out with sound, making sure that this is accessible for everyone, but making sure that we can actually do this. So it's interesting. I always thought I was a multitasker, but I think I'm failing miserably. But anyway, what I'm trying to put into the chat box, which isn't going, funny enough, maybe it's not meant to. Okay, it's not. But I'm going to cut and paste all these electronics. If you want to get onto our, any of our electronics, the links are in the chat box. And if you are watching the video recording of this or listening on podcast, they'll be flashing up on your screen. If you want to know more about the concert series, you can click any of those to come in on our website, IndigenousWays.org. You can sign up for the newsletter, not only get a copy of the recording that will be going out, but you can share that. So tonight's recording of Ernie will put on all our social networks and our newsletter for you to view that. So for us to close this evening, I'm going to ask our wonderful sister, who is also Danae. She is actually in Boston, Massachusetts. Hey, Jerry, how are you doing?
Hey, hello, I'm doing well. How are you? How's
Great.
everybody?
Thank you for being with us and closing us out this evening. Just before you close us out with your prayers, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, everyone, for being with us this evening. Let's give it up again for Ernie Tsosie and blessing us with his medicine. I've also got people who are saying, hey, just texting and emailing and chat boxing of how appreciative they were of your medicine. And like Elder Kathy said on Wednesday, a video, or her live performance is also on video, how important that sacredness is. Like, there's only one way to do it, and as a people, it's doing it together, hence doing this series. So if you want to, we look forward to seeing you with James Wooden Legs. Thank you so much, Ernie, and with our beautiful sister, who's from the Navajo Nation, but right now residing in Boston. We're with you, Jerry, and if you'd like to say anything and then close us out with one of your beautiful, powerful prayers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Here, Indigenous Ways, do here, Ernie Tsosie, she Geraldine Barney, she Kwa Sheho in Boston. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for your humor. You know, thank you for the words that were said. I'm here in the east, where the sun comes up, and anyway, thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a prayer. Thank you for bringing the gathering of all the people across this nation, and thank you, Ernie, for Ernie and his humor and the laughter. Yes, laughter is very important. And, you know, I was just sitting here just laughing and belly laughing. And it really indeed cleared my heart. It cleared my breath. It cleared my mind. And this is the basics. You know, sitting in the Hogan, growing up, listening to grandmother, grandfather, your nollies, and listening to those basic stories, going back to basics, going back to origins, going back to originality. And I'm thankful for that, for bringing this back. We need to come back to balance with these origins and our basic needs. And we need to do that. And thank you. I'm finding that that's what I need. And I hope and pray that we all take the time to take care of ourselves, to rethink some things, to look back at basics, and to have the health back, to understand our bravery, our courage, to understand what health is to us. And thank you. Hojona hasleet, hojona hasleet, hojona hasleet, hojona hasleet.
Thank you, Jerry Barney. And again, thank you everyone for your time and tuning in to Indigenous Ways concert series, our first, our second for the virtual events. We really appreciate all your time and being with us this evening. Before we sign it up, let's just give it up again for each and every one of you and being here this evening. Thank you to our interpreters. Thank you for the prayer, Jerry, but especially thank you to Mr. Tsosie. And we'll look forward to seeing you all, if not next week at Saturdays, this time with Lila June. Otherwise, we'll look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Please share the link with your friends if you liked it. And bring your friends in. It's all free because it's about what we do, the Indigenous ways of gathering, laughing, and sharing. But anyway, thanks so much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening if you're on Turtle Island, or good morning if you're on the other sides of the world. But thank you again. Yeah.
Wet your hands, feel my face. Touch the earth, touch the earth, touch the earth.